Look, y'all, I'm so glad to be back. Today is a good day, and we're going to get through this. Thank you for coming back to Eva's Plantful Journey. My name is Ebony. I like plants. I like being calm. I like being a little nerdy. I like, you know, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get back because it's that time of year. And it is time to get our plants right. We're gonna talk about some of my survivors today. I'm trying to get everything back together because I am trying to get rid of, I think they call thrips. So I'm gonna be focusing on more so like research and fertilizing my plants and just getting them back right. So grab a snack, clean up, whatever you wanna do. I just appreciate you for tuning in. It is my goal to put out at least one video a week. Starting to calm down. Yes, I was working 2 jobs. I have a chat that is finishing up law school. Thank the Lord, that's almost over. So it's time for me to calm down and get into me. These children don't think so, but it ain't all about them. It kind of is, but you still got to take time for yourself. So I'm gonna show y'all some of my plants, and don't come at me if I don't pronounce everything right. If you want to, leave the punctuation. What are we making a sentence? Leave the pronunciation in the comment description. And some of these, I'm not gonna remember the name of the plant because I've been so far removed from like actually researching and taking care of my plants like how I should. Don't sue me. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to start with something a little easy. This is a pink. So this one is a little crispy, but as you can see, that is why, because it has that pink little shift. Pink. Anyhow, y'all know what I'm trying to say, P-I-N-K. The next one I want to get into is my Alocasia. This is how it looks. This isn't the best variegation right here. It's still cool. I have one that's lacking melanin altogether. It's very pretty. But the good news is, although it's not the thickest, she ain't thick. She does have 2. I just watered it, so y'all comment and subscribe is what I'm trying to say. And I'll also be more intentional about putting the like pots or some of the things that I use in a description box if you are interested. So that's the Alocasia product. And I really like darker plants. This is a Alocasia. I always want to call this Alocasia Velvet. It's not, that's not the name. Oh, it is. Alocasia Black Velvet. Yeah, go ahead. This is so pretty, look at this. But yeah, this one also likes to attract pests. We're gonna have a whole video about how to get rid of them because they're not gonna take out my collection. Come in.
Still here?
Yeah, when I went in the car, they told me that the nurse said she could stay.
Oh, you straightening on?
I was literally in the car about to go, and I had got off of work early.
I just can't get a drink, but we run to Kingman.
All right. So I was like, bump it, and I figured you was on the way to get them. I was like, let me start. And then I made a video already, but it was no sound.
All right. I'm got to a fight. What you recording?
I'm recording my YouTube video. I'll be sure to put that in there.
What you talking about?
How my life is crazy.
Oh, you hear what I gotta do with that?
Oh, speaking of which, before I get on to this video, since my husband just came in and crashed when I already be struggling with like, you know, doing stuff because life is busy. So he's going to pick up my nephew. Let me tell you what this dude did. So we try to eat healthy, but once in a while, you know, we do what we do. So I came home from work. It smelled a little different, you know? It smelled like Indian food. All right, maybe try something different. You know, we're African American, so we use Lowry, seasoning salt, that kind of stuff. A little bit of garlic, some adobo, something like that. So I was like, oh, it smells good. What's going on? So I know he took out some pork chops, right? So I look at the pork chops. It's some pretty pork chops, fried to perfection. As soon as I get in the door, him and my nephew look at me, he hands me a piece to taste. I taste the pork chop. I kid you not. I'm tasting it. How about? I was like, why is it sweet? My nephew is on the ground. You hear me? Dying, bawling, crying. I was like, why the pork chop sweet? He gonna tell me that he fried the pork chops in powdered sugar. My husband fried the pork chops in powdered sugar. I said, how did you do that? Not only does the canister say powdered sugar, handwritten by me up there, powdered sugar is powdered sugar. When you put it in when you move powder, it's gonna go in the air. You're gonna smell it. It's a different texture. It's fine. How he did that, I don't know. But I was crying to the point where I had to call. Every time I think about it, it is so funny. How you do that? How you do that when it say powdered sugar? When powdered sugar, look, I got a lot going on. I had to make sure everything is together. Powdered sugar on pork chops. Who the hell fry pork chops with powdered sugar thinking it's flour? But anyhow, let's get back to the plates. That's enough of my colorful story time. I don't even remember which one I was on. So, look, this one is one that I had I bought maybe 2 times. Either it's a princess or a queen or a princess. It could be a trap queen. I don't know. But if you know which one it is, you let me know in the description box because I can't remember. I do know that it has something to do with like how the variegation is. Long story short, when I first started buying plants, when I first bought my house, I was buying plants, and it would die. And I was like, dang, like, what am I doing? It was the lighting. So ever since I fixed my lighting situation, now this is growing. It's just a little bit, it seems like a little bit, but I got this in a mystery box because I get a little salty once I buy a plant once or twice and it dies. I won't mess with you no more. Cause like, this economy is crazy. Money is hard to come by. So it only had 3 leaves, so it's doing really good. So it's safe to say that I know what I'm doing with this plant. It needs to come out of this container. I am gonna propagate this and put this on a hanging planter downstairs. I have this set up hanging from the ceiling. It's kind of cool. I'll show y'all one of the upcoming videos. But yeah, I'm very proud of this. So this is the Alocasia Dragon Scale. She's a little shiny because she has been treated. The Alocasia, they love a little pesky. She was resurrected. She died and she came back. It was nothing in here. I have a pet cemetery downstairs that I will show y'all. I need to clean out. It's rather embarrassing. But I went down there and I saw signs of life. So I brought her up here to the office. And now, I don't know if you can see that. It looks like it's another one sprouting up. So it's got to be some corms down there. Yeah, she definitely wants to die. She's a survivor. She's not going to give up. Let's see. Up. Another little dark plant I like. Oh, sugar. It is the Scindapsus Jade Satin. She is a little darker. She is lovely, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I really love her. She was on the struggle bus for a little while. It's not many in here. I do have it in Leca. I will propagate her. It's only, oh, sugar, I'm making a mess. It's only 2 vines in here, so I am gonna cut her, and I just have to be very diligent about looking back and keeping up with my propagations, because I do want this. This would be dope if it was like a full bush. Yeah, I got this from a rare plant. This one, this Hoya was in a different video. I had it showcased. It might have been very young during that time, but it's doing very, very well. She's a star. She's been treated. She needs to get bathed again. She's overflowing now. She needs to get out of this horrendous pot. What I do need to do is probably propagate her again. I did it one time, that's why it's 2. She started with 2 little leaves, so toot toot, I'm tooting my own horn. She may not look gorgeous to you, but she's beautiful to me. Like, look at that. Look at that. You can't tell me that ain't it. All right, let's see what else we got, because this was supposed to be quick. So this one is cool. It's an anthurium, just a basic anthurium. I don't know if it's a crystallinum or I don't know, the 2 common ones. However, here's the thing. I made this. Really, the Lord made it, but I propagated the original anthuriums that are no longer with us. And I have several of these around the house. I probably have just put them all in a one pot. I had so many that I sold several on Macari. I may put some more up once I make sure I have all my plants in my home together. I don't want to introduce nothing to no one else's collection. But yes, I'm very proud of this because I pollinated and was successful and got a whole bunch of little seedlings. So toot toot. Let's see. This is gonna be ghetto, but I'm just gonna bend this down. Let me see if you can see it. Right there. That is my philodendron. It's one of them, you know what it is, it's a crawler. So this one was really, really little. It's outgrowing the pot, and it has a secondary plant coming in right there. I really love it. I need to do something with it. Don't come for me, but I'm still proud of it. Yeah. All right. I have one more oldie but goodie, uncommon but common. Here she is. Woo! I'm weaving it. So, yes, this is my raven. My raven plant. Yes, she is doing good, luscious. Look at these leaves. Of course, you see this. The new leaves come in like this, and you just set it and forget it. Like, I believe I was traveling at one point for work during COVID, and I left her here with my daughter who don't know how to boil water. She's an excellent scholar. This plant survived when I came back. It was the only one left. I didn't have many plants. I just had one here and there. But it survived, and look at her now. Yes. And I have her in a mason jar. I actually got this mason jar from either TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Home Goods, one of those stores I love to go into. Maybe I'll do a video about searching for things in there that you can use for plants. Because if you notice, anything that's like classified as a plant for some reason, like plant accessories, they want to make the price go up when you can use ordinary, everyday things for your plants. But yes, she's in Leca. She's thriving. I normally keep it water and then let it dry out for a little while and then fill her up. Yes, she's another survivor. She's not gonna give up. She's gonna work harder. Yes, I just love my ZZ plant, but I also Want to thank you guys who are subscribed to my channel. I didn't even realize it was like 200 subs, 212 subs. So yeah, I feel like I can keep pushing and reach my goals. Thank you so much. And remember, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. Thank you so much. Toodles.